Hi, folks. Dave Schmidt. It's Tuesday, November 25th. Hey, I want to come to you and say I hope you have an absolutely wonderful Thanksgiving holiday coming up this weekend. And with that, you will know that I was in Orlando last weekend for a seminar, not a workshop, but what we called a seminar. First of all, you can see I'm back home in Sedona. It's late here in the afternoon. As you can see, the sun is beginning to set here, and it's wonderful always, to be back home. But that was an interesting weekend in Orlando. How can I say that? Well, back in August, I had mentioned that the family has always been interested in funding projects. In fact, they've been doing that for decades. But most of what they've been doing has been behind the scenes. They don't do it in their name. They give funds to other countries or organizations who fund large-scale projects. But what happened at the workshop in Orlando was a shift and a change. They're now moving into a direction where they're going to start funding projects instead of from the top down. They're going to move to funding from the bottom up. Now, what we had was a representative from the family. He's an assistant to the ambassador. The ambassador himself was not able to be with us, but he was with us for close to 2 hours on a live teleconference call. But the family's representative, who has almost 30 years in experience in professional grant writing and fundraising, was with us. And this is what is happening. The family is going to make the commitment to start funding projects through people like you and me. Now, that's going to take place in two different ways. First will be projects that will require building, development, new growth, etc. That will require the traditional application for a grant. Then the other thing is releasing funds to everyday people like you and me to give money away for humanitarian aid issues and social service causes, or just giving money to people in need. Now, before you jump to a conclusion here too soon, I really need to say this. Please do not send me your projects, your business proposals, your ideas, and your questions. Why? Because what we need to do, this is brand new, it's groundbreaking, and we need to start developing what is called the infrastructure and the business and everything from scratch. I need to put in a proposal to receive funding to hire staff, acquire an office equipment and furniture. We need to put our plan of action together. We need to develop the forms for you to fill out, etc. If you start sending stuff to me, all you do is require me to take all that time, and it's going to delay how long it's going to be able to be for us to get this out. But you heard me correct. The family wants to start releasing funds to everyday people like you and me that are willing to go out and help change this world. Now, is this going to happen in a huge scale overnight? No. This is the first step. I'm just a everyday normal guy. I have, a few thousand people on my email list, but this is the test. This is the step that they're going to take. This is where we get to go out and put a system into place, and you are the ones that will get to be a part of that. Now, when will that happen? I want to be very honest. Here's where we're going to start, and I announced this with the folks that attended the seminar in Orlando. We first have to put the system together. We have to develop our own business per se to release funds. And we're going to do this with the people who were at the Orlando seminar first till we get our bugs worked out. Because once we announce this, we could start receiving thousands of applications, thousands of requests in a very short period of time, and we are not set up to do that. Right now, it's just me. I've already got people in mind, staff I want to hire. We're already looking at going out and acquiring an office space and furniture. And I will be in the process this weekend of putting my own proposal together to acquire funding to do those first steps. What you can do is this. Yes, there will be an application process, but this was something that was clearly said at the seminar. It's not about the money. The money is available. The money is available for you to help other people. The money is available for you to help other organizations. The money will be available for you to do what you want to do in a humanitarian type of cause or a social service type of a situation. That money will be available. What we need to do is set up a situation and a structure so that it can be released to you in an accountable measure. The family is not just going to turn around and give you money. You will have to apply for it. You will have to tell us where you want to send it, who you're going to give it to, and what it is going to be used for. That takes an administrative structure. That's what's going to take us time to set up. But again, I want to be very clear on this. Please do not send me emails with questions about when, how much, how can you do this, when can you do this, and do not send me your business plans. The more you send to me, the longer it's going to take for us to get this set up. But folks, this is huge. This is a huge shift. This is something they have wanted to do. They have been waiting for the right appropriate setting in which to do this, and they are ready to start allowing that to happen. Now, with that being said, we need to clarify something here. This funding of projects is totally separate from the RVGCR. I don't have any idea when that's going to happen. They don't really know when that's going to happen because it's been very clear that those are issues that are so many variables involved they can't say when. But this is something they're ready to start on fairly soon once we have our administrative structure set up. And again, don't send me your ideas. Don't send me your questions. The more emails you send me, the longer it's going to take for me to get the situation, the administrative structure set up, and the longer it's going to take to get the funds to you. When you start sending me emails, you only delay the time that you will be able to receive it. And yes, we are going to start with those who were at the seminar in Orlando. And then after that, we will go to the next step of a larger group. And then after that, we will begin to open things up. This is still fluid. It's still in development. And this is subject to change. But here was the one message that was very clear. It's not about the money. So what can you do? Here's what you can do. For us to send money to you, let's say you would like to give X number of dollars to your local food bank. You would like to give X number of dollars to an organization that is in need, whatever is the passion that is important to you. The family has said we will not give the money to you directly as an individual, but we will give it to you as a nonprofit business that you have set up to funnel the money through. So what you can do is start setting up your own personal foundation, nonprofit business that can be used as a channel. Now, how to do that? Don't send me your email asking me how to do that. It's called Google. You can Google how to set up a nonprofit business and take the steps from there to do it. There's lots of different ways to do that. That's the thing you can start doing now. Start making a list of who do you want to give money to? How much do you want to give to them? Do your research on that organization. We're going to ask for some documentation about that organization. Do they have a website? What is their name? What is their structure? There needs to be an accountability with how these funds are going to be used. As I said, don't expect us to just give you money, because then you could turn around and start going out and buying your $50,000, $60,000 cars, and we would not know that. Accountability will be in the structure. Those are the early steps that you can do now. What you can do is be patient and wait and stay tuned through the newsletters. Folks, back in August, I remembered when I was talking with another gentleman who was an assistant to the ambassador. He had asked me the question, Dave, do you have any projects? And I said, no, I really don't. And then a couple days later it hit me. I do have a project. And this is what I've shared at all of the workshops. My project is you. My project and my desire has been to acquire the funding that could be released to you so you could go out and fulfill your life's passion, where you could give money away to help others, where you can be involved in helping humanity. This is a shift in the change. What we've had is a past history. Quite often, it's been from the top down. Here, we're going to start from the bottom up. Empowering everyday people like you to go out, help others, and to change this world. It will be a timely structure. It won't happen overnight, but this is the right step. And as what I mentioned, those that were at the seminar in Orlando, they are the first group that we will start with. I would encourage you, if you have the opportunity to attend any of the workshops, that you would want to do that, because very likely that will be the second group that we will move toward. I have to start somewhere. And we have to get the situation set up. We have to work out our bugs to make sure that the function and the system is ready to go. In spite of all this money that is available, it is still going to be done in a slow process, step by step. Quite often the ambassador says, he uses the term, we take baby steps when we move into a new development, a new organization, doing something we haven't done before. We are getting to be the test case, in so many words, to show that we can do this, and we are responsible about how we do this. You are the ones who will have the opportunity to allow us together, collectively, to go out and touch people and to begin to change our world. Wow. When I first grasped this, I thought, was this for real? Is this really happening? Well, once again today, I spent close to an hour and a half on the phone with the ambassador and with his assistant that was with us there in Orlando, and we are already working toward the action steps that we need to take for this to be put into place. So folks, this is an exciting time for you. Now, having said that, I still do have one more workshop scheduled this year. It's the first week in December. What is it? I think it's December 6th. That Saturday in Cleveland. I would encourage you to make it to that if you could be there, if this is something that's important to you, if this is something that you would like to be a part of. Would you like to be in the early stages of the development of these funds being released? Money's not the issue. Money is not the issue. That message was delivered very clearly on Saturday from both the family's representative and the ambassador, and reiterated again today. It's time for a shift, and it's time for a change, and this is going to be their early groundbreaking opportunity. So I would encourage you, if you can make the workshop on December 6th in Cleveland, because you want to be a part of this groundbreaking measure, I would encourage you to do that. Okay? Wow. That's all I want to say about the update that is there. The folks at their workshop in Orlando, if you know some of those folks, don't go asking them a lot of questions. We had asked them to basically kind of keep that in-house, because this is one of those things. Yes, if the word got out, we would be inundated with requests and proposals and business plans and questions that we do not at this time have the ability to handle. That will take place after we have gone through our test phase and we have had the ability to hire staff to be able to expand. But everything right now is planning on moving in that direction. So folks, thank you very much. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful Thanksgiving holiday weekend. Okay, love all of you. Okay, bye-bye.